I'm so excited to be here with PBS NewsHour Classroom reporting from NCSS 2022. And I'm so excited that Jessica Ellison was able to chat with me for a little bit. It's so busy here today and over the past couple of days. And you have some exciting news that I want to congratulate you on before we start talking, which is that you were just named the executive director of NCHE.
Correct.
Congratulations.
Council for History Education. Yes.
So I want to hear more about your plans for that role, but before we get started, for those people who are not familiar with you, which they should be, after this especially, tell us about what you were doing before you were poached by NCHE.
Sure. So for the last 18 years, I have been a teacher educator at the Minnesota Historical Society, which is based in St. Paul. And it's a job that I love and a team that I love. And my role was to do teacher professional development and curriculum development for K-12 social studies teachers.
That's amazing. I'm in New York and I work closely with the New York Historical Society.
They're amazing.
And one thing that I've noticed is that a lot of history teachers, social studies teachers, whether they're in Minnesota or New York, sometimes don't know about the work they can do and the help they can get from their local historical societies. Can you tell the folks watching why just a little pitch for the importance of getting to know their local historical society?
Yeah, museums and historic sites love teachers because ultimately we want to get our materials in the hands of the public. And if we get the materials in the hands of our youngest public, then they become museum goers and they get excited about history. And so we have all the good stuff at our museums and sites, and we would love it if teachers reached out to us and asked for how they could use them with their students.
That's so true. So hopefully we got a couple more teachers on board with that. Can you give a concrete example of, I'm sure you have like 18 years worth of concrete examples, but can you think of like maybe your top moment where you were working with educators that made you just so excited about that process?
Yeah, so we have a grant with the Library of Congress currently, and because of that grant, we've been able to work with teachers in specific districts in Minnesota. So I worked with a first grade teacher that teaches in Minneapolis public schools, and she taught her first graders about a historic site in their community. But she scaffolded it in a way that first they talked about being a good neighbor. And so, which is something that 6 and 7-year-olds can understand. Then they looked at primary sources, and then they took a walking tour to the historic site in their community. So these kids are doing the work of historians, and they're 6 years old, and that was tremendous.
That's amazing, because also just getting them to understand what the study of history really is, and it's I think when I'm a little older, so when I was in history class, it was a lot of learning and memorizing facts and less doing the work of historians. And I'm so happy that we've shifted in terms of our education and our education in social studies and history, where we're focusing more on like the art of doing it versus just being receptacles of knowledge, right?
Oh, it's more interesting that way. Nobody takes multiple choice tests when they're an adult.
Right.